Hi, look at all these lovely goodies I've got in front of me. My video for today is all about cords and yarns. And so what I want to tell you is all about my top 5 cords. And I'm going to take you through them one by one in no particular order. These are the 5 products that I use more than any others. There are lots of others, but these are my favourites. So let me start first of all with satin cord, or rat tail, as you may have heard it called. And that will come in all different ways. It may come as a reel, or in a bobbin, a small reel, hank, all sorts of different sorts of hanks and loops and all the rest of it. Or you may buy it by the metre. And it comes in 2 types, basically. One is made in the US, and that's called rat tail, and that is rayon based. And the other type tends to be made in the Far East in different countries, and that is either polyester or nylon. And they both have their own properties. So the one from the US is a little bit more silky, a little bit more sinuous, and comes in beautiful colours. The one from the Far East tends to be a little bit firmer, and also because it's synthetic, you can melt it if you need to. So they're both useful in different situations. So that is satin cord or rat tail. My second cord then is beading cord. And by this I mean Eslon or Ceylon. And what this is, it's a nylon cord that's twisted and bonded. And that's why it's so brilliant for kumihimo, and particularly for beaded kumihimo. Because for beaded kumihimo you need something very strong. You need it to be fray resistant, you want a great range of colours, and you want it to be very fine and regular. And this comes, the beading cord, so don't get confused by the thread, because both those companies, Ceylon and Eslon, make threads. This is the cord we're talking about here, and it comes in 3 different sizes. I'm going to start with the middle one because that's the one you're going to find most easily, and that's the one that you're going to use most. And that is about 0.5 millimeters in diameter. You might come across it called number 18, and its technical specification is TEX 210, and that basically just means that if you take 1,000 meters of this product and weigh it, the 210 is its weight in grams. So if you take 1,000 meters of this particular cord and weigh it, it will be 210 grams. So that's your middle one, and that will fit most beads, but particularly the size 8s that you'll be using a lot of. And then you have the larger and the smaller. You have the 0.9 millimeter, and that's TEX 400, and you have the 0.4 millimeter, and that is the TEX 135. So they're absolutely essential for beading. So cord number 3, again, no particular order, Chinese knotting cord. Comes again in different sorts of reels, flat reels or hanks. It comes in 2 types, one very flexible, one a little bit more rigid, and they're both brilliant, they're both excellent. The thinner ones, this one is 0.5, this you can use for your beads as well. It's nylon, it's strong enough to hold it, and it's fine enough to hold it. Or you can use it in multiple cords in each slot to make a thicker braid. So that's a great cord for giving you a little bit of texture to your braids. So now we move on to embroidery thread. And the sort of embroidery thread, I mean, is this, the sort of stuff that comes in a hank like this, and it's generally 6 strands all together. And the reason I really love this is because of the range of colours. It's relatively inexpensive. It comes in lots of different finishes as well. You can get these beautiful sparkly metallic ones. Now they can be a little bit rough, so it's nice if you mix them with something softer, but the sparkle they give is unrivaled. And it's easy to get hold of. A lot of people will have this in their stash, and this is absolutely brilliant if you want to do really interesting braids with lots of different cords, 16 cords upwards, and do different patterns and things. So finally, I come on to knitting yarns. I could have made a mountain of all of these. I've just picked out a few to show you what I mean. basically anything that bends is going to be able to be braided. And the great thing about knitting yarns is they come in a huge range of finishes, from hairy ones like this to smoother ones to sparkly ones. So a trip to the yarn shop is always very, very rewarding. So there we have it. This, as I said before, this is not every single cord that I use, but they're my favourites. Satin cord, beading cord, Chinese knotting cord, embroidery thread, knitting and crochet yarns. So have fun. And if you want to see more of my 5 top tips, 5 top products, subscribe to my channel. And you'll be notified when I have more coming up, because I'm going to do a series of these just to give people a little bit of help and a little bit of guidance into what products work well with Kumihimo. So until next time, bye-bye.